Pickleball is gaining popularity across the country, and next week the Madtown Pickleball Open is in Sun Prairie, but the sport's increased popularity is leading to more injuries. Here with me today is Dr. Morgan Weber, an orthopedic surgeon with SSM Health. Thanks so much for being here.
Thank you for having me.
Okay, so when we talk about pickleball injuries, what does that mean? What are the types of injuries you're seeing?
So to set the stage for those of you who don't know pickleball, it's a much smaller court than tennis, but similar to tennis, and it has a bigger ball, so it moves more slowly, giving people of all ages and abilities the chance to be competitive in the sport. So I love that it's keeping everyone healthy and social, but we are seeing increased injuries, and I'm seeing both acute and chronic injuries. Acute injuries are happening because it's a sport that requires quite a bit of lateral movement, so quick pivoting, shifting, turning on your feet, and we're seeing lower extremity injuries, including knee sprains, ankle sprains, and then Achilles tendon injuries, including tendonitis and even acute tendon tears.
Wow.
Then we're seeing increased falls, which are giving us distal radius fractures and wrist fractures. And then we're also seeing more chronic or overuse injuries. And as a hand surgeon, I'm specifically seeing an injury that we are calling pickleball elbow. We used to call it tennis elbow, but because pickleball is so much more popular now, we're seeing it more and more from pickleballers. And what it is an inflammation of the lateral sided tendons, and it comes from overuse and often combined with poor mechanics. And we start to see degeneration of that tendon and micro tearing, and it can lead to quite a bit of pain, not only pickleballing, but also just in day-to-day activities.
Wow. So what can we do to prevent ourselves from getting these injuries while still having fun playing pickleball?
Yes. The good news is most of these injuries are preventable. And the number one thing to remember is that fatigue is when you start to get injured. So if you're new to pickleball, that's great. Welcome to the community. But remember to start out slow and listen to your body. If you are starting to get those nagging injuries, take a break, back off a little bit. And then remember to get good cardiovascular exercise outside of pickleball, off the court, to raise your threshold to being fatigued so that you are more ready to play. Additionally, make sure that you have the right gear. Because pickleball is a sport that requires these lateral movements and pivoting, you want to make sure you have shoes that can support that. So look for court shoes or cross-training shoes. Avoid running shoes. They're made to go in one direction, forward.
Right.
And you're going in multiple directions on this one. And then pay attention to your paddle as well. They are multiple sizes, and you want to make sure that you have the right grip size for your sized hand. Having a paddle that's too big or too small can put unnecessary pressure on those tendons.
Like we said, this is a very popular game, so a lot of really good information. Hopefully we can keep people healthy here in the Madison area. Thank you so much for being with us today.
Absolutely.